up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. On first down, Brennan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to throw on second down. Brennan. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
First and 10. Brennan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Willis in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun, Brennan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Fournette, a first down carry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Looking to throw. Brennan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will score. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
From the gun, Brennan. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Here we go. Blue line. Watch you now, Barney.
To throw on second down, Brennan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing on first down. Brennan out to the left. It's complete to Dodson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off the play fake. Brennan, he'll dice, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Willis in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. Operating from the gun. Brennan eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now here's Ross. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and start this drive in the air to Mixon on the check down. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. To throw here. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 41-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting a quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. The toss play to Mixon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Tim Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Looking to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Brennan, tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Here we go now. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard now. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Let's go. Strip that ball. Gun. Leopard. All right, here we go. Leopard. Blue landing. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
To throw on 3rd down. Brennan. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. The Ravens send their punter out now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. run with Mixon. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Three yards remaining here on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Back that up. Here we go. Leopard. Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now here come the Ravens. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking to throw. Brennan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Fournette on the counter, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
On second down, here's Fournette. And an alley to run. The 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And some room to work. Touchdown! A great play there. 97 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Here we go now. Check. Patriot.
To throw again. Brennan. And this one is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Brennan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll drop the throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. He'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. And that one results in 35 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And some space here. Pass, and now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Let's go.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's got room. Finding room to the 20. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Let's go, Philly. Here we go. Watching that body.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll run here with Mixon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Green, 39.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense,
and it's caught. Touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Back to the NFL scoreboard for his second, 3rd quarter in Indy. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
No. Check. Patriot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They're going to try and throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Gun! No, check, Patriot!
They'll set up a throw. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Gun! Now let's go! Boom, landing! We got 4. We got 5 now. Safe.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he comes back with one complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A handoff to Fournette. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well.
Where the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And the Ravens taking the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And that's caught inside the 30. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.